What we want to do now is fit this to the conversion fairing. There's two things you're fitting. One is kind of it this way and the other one is this way. And I can see, without even sliding this on all the way, that I'm going to have to trim this. Now I've got it on all the way. I can take my pencil and go around this and get a mark on here that I can trim to. So I just want to make sure that I'm all the way in. Against that bearing. That's not too bad there. Just a little bit tight right there. Got a little squeak back here in the back. I'll trim that off too. You just want to kind of mess with it a little bit till you get nice consistent motion without anything hitting anything. And then once you get it to this point, we want to put back on our rack gear. And try it with the rack gear on. Now that's actually hitting the stop on the conversion gear. I mean on the rack gear. It's actually hitting the stop on that rack gear. Which means you could shorten that ball link if you really wanted to just, of course it's traveling 40 miles an hour in this position, so I don't think I'm going to worry about it. You're not going to see the fact that it goes all the way down, but if that really bothers you, you could shorten that ball link probably about 1/8 of an inch, and that's going to go all the way down if you do that on the rack gear. You want to make sure your rack gear on the bottom side clears your cutout, which this one does. And then you also I don't know, you probably can't see it, but you can see that the rack gear backup arm is just catching some fiberglass. And I'm going to make a little mark there, and I'm going to try to trim that back a little bit. Now if you can't get this to clean up, your best bet, this one's kind of bubbled out a little bit, your best bet is to shorten that post a little bit. So I don't really want to make a taper or anything there, because I'm afraid it's going to, if I get a sharp edge on that, it's going to catch. So what I do is I just trim it a little bit deeper. So I'll show you what I did here. so I trimmed right in here a little bit deeper in, and that, so I trimmed it deeper, it moves it in towards the middle, and then it clears both the 3mm panhead screw and the 2mm panhead screw that's on that backup arm without any problem. And that's the cell installation. Our plastic spinner, we're going to close this gap up a little more, but these spinners are running untrue a little bit, and we shot for a little bit wider gap in here. And I'll just tune up this one screw location, and that'll be it for this side. There's that extra cut I made there. Clean that up just a little bit more, make it look a little more consistent. Got rid of that step.